What up, Nerd Sense Gang? It's time for more Beers with Reid. So, Sean gave me some homework. I usually don't like homework, but the homework includes me having to drink and review a beer, so I'm not too mad at it. I'm definitely not going to make the excuse my dog ate my homework on this one, although I'm sure Bubba would like a whack at the beer that I'm going to be doing today. Working on this beautiful Southern Draw Firethorn Robusto cigar. Lots of baker's chocolate, some cinnamon, a little bit of leather, some earthy tones, stuff like that. I think it'll pair very nice with this beer that I'm doing today. So let's check out what we're going to be cracking this afternoon, and it is something I'm very excited about. Other Half Darkness Descends with coffee and maple. Ooh. It's canned October 1st. Today is the 14th, so just about 2 weeks ago. The coffee that they use is from Tolima, Colombia, which is actually a coffee department that I'm familiar with, a department of Colombia that I'm familiar with. Generally lots of like orangey, lemon peely, and some floral characteristic in their coffee. So I think it'll be really cool to see that in this format. So let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what it's doing. Mm-hmm. Just look at that. Would you just look at that? In my trillium permutation harmony. Oh, yeah. I love pouring a great stout into a nice stemmed glass like this, like either a Tiku or one of these harmony glasses. It just looks fantastic. You'll notice the head dissipated rather quickly. This is just clocking at 8.4%, so it's not an Imperial stout, but with the coffee and the maple syrup, that can futz with the head a little bit. I could tell by cracking the can that there wasn't a lot of carbonation or anything like that. And looking at the liquid now in the glass, in the vessel I've chosen for today, you can see that it just pissed away rather quickly. So it's beautiful. It's got this like it's not really a black. It's like a deep brown, very deep brown. The light on it, you can almost see kind of there at top of the glass where it's showing kind of blood red almost. It's very, very muddy looking. And it's cool because the coffee they use comes from Mudhouse Coffee Roasters down in Charlottesville, Virginia. They have multiple locations down there, so check them out if you're in the Virginia area if you haven't done so already. But I've heard their coffee's pretty fucking fantastic. So yeah, let's get a nose and see what's shown here. Whoa. So right off the bat, I'm getting lots and lots of chocolate on the nose. That's followed up with a good amount of that coffee. And again, it is a medium to high acidity coffee. And then you're getting some citrus notes and floral characteristic, and that's showing through beautifully on this. The thing that's confusing for me, I did do a little research on this, checked Untapped and checked Beer Advocate and saw what people were saying about this beer. And a lot of people complaining that there wasn't really any maple of note available. And that's strange because I'm getting a pretty good amount of maple here. Someone actually even complained that there wasn't even any coffee notes. But again, most people don't drink good coffee. They don't have like a broad spectrum of coffees that they enjoy. Some coffees are very fruity, floral, very high acidity, stuff like that. So it can appear a little sweeter than that, than what your traditional roasty coffee notes would give you. And I think that's what's happening here, and that's what I'm picking up on the nose. So. But I'm very happy to see that the maple is present and accounted for in the aroma. And the head's died off really quick there, so let's see if I can get another whack of this. Now the chocolate isn't a dark chocolate. It isn't fudgy. It's more of a milk chocolate. Very, very pleasant smelling. Pulled this out of the fridge probably 20 minutes ago. Gave it some time to come up to temp a little bit. So I'm getting what I'm assuming is a blossoming beer. It's getting there. Yeah, smells fantastic. So let's take a whack and see what she's showing here. Salute. Right off the bat, loads and loads of that chocolate characteristic coming through from the malts. Absolutely fantastic. Again, it's a very milk chocolate flavor, not a dark chocolate or anything like that. And the coffee, the fruity notes, the lemon, the orange peel, and stuff like that, really, really, really subtle in the acidity of the coffee. It's since it's such a chocolatey, malt characteristic, not super roasty, not super acrid or anything like that. It's very sweet, pleasant, and the fruit characteristics that you're getting from the coffee and the floral notes pairs very nicely. Maple syrup is there. It's not as pronounced. It's applying like a maple sweetness to it overall. Um, Not super prominent in it though. So I guess I can kind of see what people are saying about the maple, but it's there enough, and I'm really enjoying how much or how little I guess I'm picking up on the maple, because it's very complimentary. I'm just gonna spill some of that there. Like that. So I'm a dirty boy. Clean. Everything must be clean. Mm. Getting the retro hair from the stout mixed with this cigar, they pair beautifully. So another great job pairing, Reid. I usually crush those, and this one just doesn't disappoint at all. So this came courtesy of Sean. Not sure where he got it from, but fucking big ups to Sean for passing this over my way. And he also gave me a can of the vanilla. So I think what's going to be happening as far as how this pairs into the Nerd Sense universe is Sean's going to be reviewing this same beer solo. My review is going to drop separately. And Mike, Nerd Sense Mike, Mr. No Coffee, No Fun, he'll be doing the the vanilla variant of Darkness Ascends. So you'll be able to get to see all of our takes on it. I don't know. I'll probably do the vanilla as well, just so you can kind of have some contrast between, what we're all picking up on. Either way, this is one I'd give to Mike, because it's a different type of coffee characteristic. Sometimes with the coffee thing, Mike's like, I don't like coffee, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. That's when someone says I don't like beer, when you have such a wide swath of varieties that fall under beer. From your sours to your Belgian quads and stouts, IPAs. Coffee's kind of got the same thing for me, where they all taste pretty different. But yeah, this isn't just a straight coffee characteristic. It's definitely a nice fruity floral coffee characteristic. That's, again, with the chocolate, it's really, really nice. So in terms of the mouthfeel, there's this viscosity. It's really, really pleasant. And when it's kind of marrying with the citrus notes from the coffee. So it's kind of like an orange peel, lemon peel oil to it, which is really, really fantastic. I'm not sure if that was on purpose, using this particular coffee blend, this coffee bean, um, but it's really, really cool effect in this stout. Yeah, overall, this isn't I wouldn't really call this a dessert beer. It's not very decadent. It's not too rich. Um, it drinks like a glass of chocolate milk almost. It's very approachable. I think this is something you can enjoy any time of day with pretty much any meal. This is something that I would do with a very decadent, rich dessert. Um, I could do this with brunch for sure. Some nice fatty meats, some avocado toast, poached eggs. I think it would go nicely. But yeah, not too much of anything. Very approachable. For a stout, an adjunct stout, I would definitely put this well within the limits of Crush City. So you can get after this one anytime. very low carbonation makes this super easy to drink. Lets all the flavors kind of come through. I would drink this one a little warmer. I think I got it at the right temperature. It's probably around 50 degrees right now. I think that's really when you're going to catch all those subtle notes. It's floating around in there. But, man, perfect. So for the Untappd ratings, I think it's rocking a 4.2, and on Beer Advocate, it's rocking a 4.1. I think those are appropriate. I would like a little bit more maple syrup, maybe. But yeah, it's not thin. It's not leaving me wanting more of anything. If you put maple in the can, though, I'd expect it to be a little more prominent, I guess. So I guess that's the only knock I'd really give this one. So I think those ratings are probably fair. As this warms a little bit and as it's breathed now for about 10 minutes, definitely getting like a very creamy characteristic, very milky. Also starting to show a little bit of a dark chocolate bitterness too, but as that increases, the fruity characteristics from the coffee are really starting to increase too. So this is one, definitely take your time with it. Let it breathe. Don't share the can. Do not share the can. If you do, maybe share it with just one other person, because allow yourself to go through the permutation of this beer being exposed to the elements, warming, because it's really starting to change. It's really pleasant. Okay, so that's about all I got on this one. Really, really liked it. If you had the chance to enjoy it, and let us know what you think. Leave a comment in the comments there. As always, like, comment, and subscribe on all of Nerd Sense's offerings, particularly the beers with Reid. I'm going to continue crushing this one, puffing away at the cigar, and as always, go fuck yourself.